Welcome, yogis. I'm Susan, and this is Buddy Sherman, our Never Better mascot. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Susan Smelt Yoga. If you like what you see, you're going to hit the thumbs up for a like. You're going to push the bell for future notifications and subscribe. So I prepared for you today a 15-minute flow for athletes. So if you have perhaps blocks, we're going to use 2 blocks today and a blanket. And you can use anything in your household that will serve you for these props. Could be books, could be any type of blanket. And then we are going to get ready to go. So unroll your mat. We're going to unpack the best version of you today. So come with me to the top of your mat. We're going to start with our feet at the width of our hips. Physically pull your toes up, spread them out nice and wide. Pick your heels up and pull them back. So you're getting a nice solid platform from which to rise upon. Plant your feet solid. Stretch your arms out and up on the in-breath. On the out-breath, bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Draw your chin to your chest and just pause. So before we begin to move with that knowingness that excellence is that commitment to completion, if that perhaps brings to mind a wish, even a prayer for your practice today, just set that intention, set it into your heart, keep it set, and then we can weave it in and out of your breath today. Lift your arms up on the in-breath. Now part your arms and swan dive down on the out-breath. Fold over your legs, and you're going to heel toe your feet all the way to the width of your mat. Put a nice bend in your knees. Now I've got blocks for my hands to be upon. If you don't have blocks, no worries, but let your head hang down. Maybe you keep your hands on your shins, but let the crown of your head get nice and heavy. Now just hang out in this fold, letting the ribs cascade down, but continuing to protect your lower back by drawing your navel into your spine and come in to stillness. Now, shake your head just ever so gently. Any kind of angst or worry or offense of any sort, anything that could hinder your practice, any grudge, just let it spill from in between your ears out onto your mat. And draw a yes back in, knowing you're exactly where you belong today. No coincidence you've unrolled your mat. Now keep the right knee super bent, right hand on the block, left hand to the left hip. Maybe lift the left arm up. Pull the right hip back. Use the outer edge of the left foot to help leverage that rotation. Bow back down, extend the right leg. Now, hands maybe on blocks, maybe on shins. Halfway lift. Exhale, cascade back down. Physically pull yourself together. Do that again. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. In and out through your nose. One last time. Pump the heart up. Breathe in. Exhale, back down, breathe out. A deeper bend in the left leg, left hand maybe on the block, maybe finger pads down, right hand to hip, and then extend the right arm up. Use the outer edge of that right foot to help leverage the rotation and pull back on that left hip. Now bow down and fold. Stay in the fold. Lace your hands behind your back. Slide them down the back side of your body. Retract your shoulders. Bend the knees more. Now lift the hands off the back body. Breathe. Breathe. Release down and fold. Heel toe your feet back to the width of your hips. Hands on shins. Halfway lift. Exhale. Bow back down. Now rise up, stretch your arms out and up. Breathe in. Hands back to heart center. Breathe out. Now just start to roll your shoulders back. So our first rolling of the shoulders might even have a little bit of a similarity to the backstroke. So for you swimmers out there, just get a little more mobility. Breathe in and out through your nose, that's samavriti, and then reverse it, almost like a crawl. You're going to go forward like a crawl, swimming in the pool, just getting that mobility into your body. Now, keep your feet where they are. Just shake your arms and soften your knees. Just shake it out. Now, take a twist. You're going to twist. This twist at the waistband, maybe you've been golfing, maybe a little tennis. Almost anything that you're doing will help access some of this side body mobility. Now, lift up a little higher and breathe in to the shoulders. Just lift, not trying hard, but trying easy. Now hold up, bend your knees, raise your arms up, and then cascade down like a wave. Sweep the arms back up, and then exhale, bow back down. So maybe you've been wakeboarding, riding those waves. Maybe you have been surfing. So many sports to tap into. Last time, when you rise up this time, hook your thumbs, index fingers together, and elevate your heels up. Maybe you're a diver where you need that steady balance. Cliff diver. Springboard diver. Lower the heels back down. Beautiful. Now, right hand, left wrist, a little more side mobility, up and over to the right. Inhale, back up in reverse, up and over to the left, side bend. Now take both of your hands, slip them into your imaginary back pockets, draw your elbows together, let your sternum and your breastbone lift up as you let the heart, the sternum lift as you open up the upper back. Now bow down and fold over your legs. Inhale and lengthen. Keep your right leg where it is. Step the left leg back. Now, if you're using a blanket, you might want to pull it in a little because we're going to let our knee lower onto it. So stretch that right leg back. You're going to be in a lunge. If you're using blocks, they go beneath your shoulders. They're an extension to your arms. Now in your lunge, pull your belly into your spine. Inhale, look up for a little cow. The right hip flexor starts to open. Exhale, pull navel into spine. Inhale, smooth out your breath. Do that again 2 more times. Exhale, navel in. Inhale, pull the heart through the gateway of your arms. Last time. Draw the navel into the spine, round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, dip the hips. This time, let the right knee lower down, maybe to your blanket. Now, I want you to just glide back and forth. It's a slow, steady glide. Opening up the hips, getting some mobility into the hip joints, getting that fluidity to move, to help you in your athletic endeavors. Move with a little more ease, not trying hard, trying easy. Now slide back, take your blocks with you, dig your front left heel in, pump your heart up, runner's stretch. Exhale, bow down. So maybe you're a basketball player like Patrick. Bow down. Getting the hamstrings stretched out
is a wonderful thing. Pump your heart up. Maybe you're a marathon runner or just a casual runner. Bow down. Maybe you're a walker, dog walker even, like Buddy Sherman walker. Plug in that femur bone. Do another. Lift the heart. Exhale, dive back down. So you're really stretching out that left hamstring as you plug that left femur bone in and lengthen from the tailbone to the crown of your head. Now, plant this left foot, pick up the right kneecap, right hand stays on the block, left hand, left hip, maybe left arm up, and then overhead. Nice long side body. Now go ahead and move the blocks out of the way. Hands plant down, knees come down. Now there is that option to keep your hands on the blocks on the lower level if that serves you better. Round your back and tuck your chin. Inhale and arch your back. Now you're moving through a little cat and cow. So if you don't have the blocks, just be sure to spread your Surya Hasta sun hands nice and wide. And as you exhale, you round your back and tuck your chin. And then on the inhale, you arch, you soften, and you surrender. So just breathe through with that smooth, steady cadence, with that knowingness that the excellence that you have is a commitment to your completion. Shift your hands right and left. Now we're getting some warm up in the wrists and the forearms. So whether it's tennis, golf, lacrosse, hockey, basketball, use the hands, the wrists, the forearms to really get mobility. And then this Saja movement that's free-flowing taps into that element of water. So swimming, diving, maybe boating, water skiing, whatever it is that serves you. Other way around, wakeboarding. I talked to someone who was skiing with no skis, just barefoot skiing. That's also a possibility. But you're using the wrists, the forearms, get the mobility in. Now, tuck your toes under. Bring your hands back towards your knees, but flip them around so your thumbs are out. Now, at the same time, you're stretching out your feet. So we're just going to hold and breathe. Now, pick the heel of your hands up, bend your elbows, take your chin to your chest. Cat. Inhale, arch the back and look up. If this is too much on your knees, just lift up. If this is too much on your wrist, flip the hands back around. Now, sit back. If that works, lift the heel of the hands, chin to chest. Inhale, arch and look up. Now, hands on your thighs. Brush your arms out and up. Lift up off of your heels. Tee the arms and elevate the heart. Slip both of your hands back into your back pockets. Ustrasana camel. Let the heart lift. Maybe you reach back for your heels or just keep your elbows drawing in. This is a lifting pose. Now come back, but come down and find child's pose. Maybe you want to stack your fists one above each other to rest your forehead for a little more ease. But let your hips head towards your heels and breathe. Now walk your hands back out, hands and knees, shift forward, go chin, chest, belly, slither down. Rise up, cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Tuck your toes under. Take your body in to down dog. Feet are now at the width of your hips. pressing your heels back behind your second and third toe. Now, maybe you want your hands on blocks if you have any wrist issues or want a little more elevation. It makes this pose a little more accessible if you were to have your hands on the blocks. Now, take a slow, super slow stroll to the top of your mat. Maybe you want to turn your blocks, if you're using them, on the high side and let your feet be at the width of your hips. And then with a rounded back, hands to hips, maybe knees bent, just roll up nice and slow. Stretch both arms out and up, and then hands back to heart center. Inhale, rise the arms up. Right hand, left wrist. Take that side bend. Get that mobility, even a little bit more on the side bend. Left hand, right wrist, up and over to the left. Now, hook your thumbs on top, index fingers together. Elbows go wide. Open up your heart and chest. Exhale, take a dive down. This time, keep your left leg where it is. Step back the right leg. You might have to adjust your blocks a little. You're in a lunge. Pull your navel into your spine. Round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, dip that hips down. Exhale, pull it back in. Inhale, offer the heart up. Now they say we hold a lot of emotional stuff in our hips. Breathe in cat style. And now elevate the heart up. Now hold here. Dip down that back left knee. We're going back to that glide and slide. So it's a little mobility in the hips. So just waking them up. It's almost like a little dental floss for the hips, keeping them pliable, flexible. And any of that emotional stuff that settles, you can really work through it, being led a little more by your decisions in your life than through and by your emotions. Now, dig the right heel in. If you're using the blocks and you want to continue, walk them back. Bow down for Ardha Hanumanasana, runner's stretch. Inhale, pump the heart up. Create space. Exhale, dive back down to find a deeper expression of the pose. And one more time, inhale and lengthen. Exhale, bow back down and fold. Now plant that right foot. Take the blocks if you're using them. Hands underneath. You adjust them so they're directly beneath your shoulders. Come back to the lunge. Left hand down, right hand, right hip. And then elevate the right arm up. Left heel is stacked over the ball of the left foot. Right arm up and over, long right side body. Breathe. Now lower the hands down. We're going to plant them and this time step into down dog. Now, if you want to have your hands on the blocks, it's still an option. Pedal through the feet. Pick up both heels at the same time. Dip the knees down to your mat, maybe on the blanket. Shift forward. Go chin, chest, belly, slither down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, chin back down. This time, push back, child's pose. Hips to heels. Now, rise back up, hands and knees. Left hand stays down. Spin the right arm up. And then twist your child's pose. Again, getting that waistband to ring out and twist. This is great for golfers, for tennis players, basketball players, lacrosse. Come back around, round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, arch the back, neutralize the spine, peel the left arm up, And then take that dive back underneath. Now, maybe you're a weekend warrior. Maybe you're a weekend athlete. Maybe you've been walking miles. All of these exercises will help. Now, round the back, tuck the chin again. Inhale, arch the back, and then tuck your toes under. Pick up your knees, go back to down dog, but this time walk your hands back to your feet. Heel toe your feet far enough apart to get your peace fingers right around your big toes. Physically pull them up and then sneak your elbows in, dive down and fold. Do that again. Inhale, pump the heart up. Exhale, dive back down. Stay in the fold. Release that yogi toe lock and lace your hands behind your back. Bend the right knee, turn open to the left. Now bend the left, turn open to the right. Release your hands down, and if you have the blanket, I'm going to move mine out to the side. Heel toe your feet all the way together at the back of your mat. And walk your hands right up your thighs to stretch your arms. Urdhva Hastasana, out and up. Hands come to heart center. Steady your gaze. Lift the right leg up into crane. Cross the right leg over into standing pigeon. Open up the hips. Focus. Steady. Drishti. Breathe. Release. Stretch your arms out and up. Hands back to heart center. Balance on the right. Lift the left leg up. Stand tall. Stand tall. Walk the walk. Talk the talk. Pull the right hip back. Breathe. Breathe. Standing Galavasana. Now release into Utkatasana chair. Half a chair. And then bow down and fold. Walk your hands out and lower your knees down to your mat. Cross the right leg over the left, and you're going to come right to a comfortable seat. So whatever that means to you, maybe you crisscross. If that's too much, you could always keep your legs out in front. Whatever easy seat serves you best. If it's better for you to sit up on a blanket, get your hips a little higher. That's also an option. Sweep your arms out and up. Breathe in, look up. Things are looking up. Tip up and over with a side bend. Now just keep going to bend up and over to the opposite side. Now one more time, a side bend. Just let that ease of your breath help create that mobility in your body. Not trying hard, trying easy. Take your hands back. Tent the finger pads. Retract the shoulders. Just shift the gaze up. Now, both arms sweep out. Excellence is that commitment to completion. Pull your hands back to heart center. Seal your purpose in. Let your chin bow down towards your chest. And let your purpose bring clarity, peace, and love from your heart that you can share. Finish off today with one Om to Home. Sip your breath in. Om. Go on out and be a blessing. Namaste. Well, yogis, thank you for joining me today. Whatever your sport is, maybe it's longboarding, maybe it's biking, whatever it is, just know that keeping your body flexible with that balance of flexibility and strength will keep you going a little bit more as you practice your athletic endeavors. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you back on the mat.